Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got you this look. This one is a super long lasting makeup look. Actually, I wore this to my cousin's wedding few days back and this lasted on my face for more than 12 hours. I also uploaded few pics on my Instagram on the day when I actually wore this. Some of you guys actually requested me to do recreate the look for you guys. So today I'm going to be doing it for you. So if you want to know how I created this look, then please keep on watching. So I have already washed and toned my face. Now I'm just moving on moisturizing it. I'm using the face as a moisturizer and just applying this and massaging this into my skin. Basically I wash, tone and then I moisturize. I don't really skip toning. So for primers I use the combination of Benefit Porefessional and NYX pore filling, not the pore filling one, like the normal total drop primer one. This pore filling primer is extremely good if you have pores. I don't have terrible pore problems, but this actually helped my makeup to stay long on my skin. So I just applied this on the center part of my face, just concentrated on the areas where I tend to oil up quickly. And for the rest of my face I applied the NYX total drop primer. And yeah, once after that is settled into my skin, I applied some concealer, corrector that I usually do to cover up my discolorations. For that I used the one from Nykaa Conceal and Correct palette. Now this one is a good dupe for the MAC Conceal and Correct palette, but it is not super pigmented as the MAC ones. But if you are a beginner, you can definitely try this one. So once after applying this, I used my setting spray. I spritzed some setting spray onto my beauty sponge that I used to blend my orange concealer. So for foundation I used a combination of these two foundations and it lasted like for so long on my skin. So those are the LA Colors Truly Matte Foundation and Loreal Pro Matte Foundation. If you are on the oilier skin side, you can definitely keep your hands on these. They are amazing. So I just used a darker and a lighter shade. Lighter shade I concentrated on the center parts of my face and the darker shade I applied on the outer perimeters of my face. The Truly Matte one has the darker shade. I got the darker shade in LA Colors, and in L'Oreal I used the lighter shade. All the shade names will be given in the description box below. All the product details will be in the description box below, so you can definitely check it out. I don't really want to mess the names while giving these kind of voiceovers. So yes, please do check my description box for product details. So I'm just blending this all with a buffing brush and not mixing all the foundations but just blending with my brush. Once after that I'm taking all the excess with my damp beauty sponge and I'm definitely not going to apply any concealer. You must be wondering like how my makeup is going to stay long without concealer. Now you can definitely see how my makeup will set at last without concealer. So yes, for eyebrows I used this black gel eyeliner from, I don't really know what brand I used, so I'll check and put it in the description box again. So if you are a beginner, do not go for black, just opt for a dark brown shade. I just wanted some intense eyebrow thing going on, so I just used black. And I also used my concealer, like a shade lighter than my skin tone, and I just covered and corrected up the lower and upper part of my eyebrows. So yes, once after that is done, I am setting my face with the Missclaire translucent powder. This one is called Face Blooming Powder and this is in shade TL5. So if you are on the dry skin side, this powder is amazing because this actually gives instant freshness and matte effect, but after some time this oils up. So after setting this onto my skin, I am moving on to my eyelids, like the eye makeup. I'm using the Milani eye base to set my eyelids before I move on to my eyeshadows. You can just use a normal concealer to set this. You don't really have to use a base and all. So once after that I used the Missclaire eyebrow cake and applied some powder. Set. I actually set the cream product on my eyebrows with some powder product. So for the eyeshadow I used this Makeup Revolution Iconic palette and I just applied some some lighter shade onto the entire eyelid. And I took this beautiful orangish, mango yellowish kind of color. I honestly love that color on my transition area. It just brightens up the whole look. So once after applying that on my transition area, I applied a burnt orange shade on my transition area again, and just blended those two colors. So yeah, blending is the key. Just blend very well. Use a good fluffy brush on your transition area, basically, just to give like this beautiful softly blended look. So once after that, I used a dark brown shade to deepen up, and also took this gray shade from another Makeup Revolution palette, and I applied this on my eyelids. So I'm so sorry, I just usually, like I usually do, I just missed the footage of me applying glitter and kajal, but definitely I'll be showing you now. Please don't hate me for that. So I just applied some kajal with Maybelline kajal, and I used the Wet n Wild glitter in shade Bass. This is like a beautiful bronzy gold pressed glitter. You don't need a glitter glue or anything like that. I just took it in a pencil brush and pressed on the top of the gray eyeshadow. That's it. So for eyeliner, I used the one from Purplle Cosmetics. This one is like superly pigmented. The intensity of the color is so good, and the longevity is also very amazing. It just moves on from your eyelids only if you use a good eye makeup remover or any oil based remover, or even oil. So this one is long lasting and it is super pigmented, so I would highly recommend you this eyeliner. You can definitely try that out. So I just did this normal usual eyeliner thing that I basically do for my eyes, and I use this Bharath and Dorris blush in number 7. I use this as a bronzer and a blush. This is a matte blush, so this actually, the shade actually works good as a bronzer for my skin tone, so I use it. As I said, I also applied this as a blush for me. So next for highlighting, I use Nykaa's Moonshine. Now if you are a highlighter lover, just keep your hands on these look amazing in real life and in photographs. I totally love the effect of this in photographs. So for the lips, I went ahead with what is this, Madras copy from Nykaa's matte to last liquid lipstick range. And for mascara, I use this new Maybelline Temptation mascara. This one is amazing. This smells like coconut candies, and this is awesome. I love Maybelline mascaras. You have to try this out if you are a mascara lover. I genuinely recommend this. I highly recommend this. This is so good if you have sparse eyelashes. This works really very well. This gives like this voluminous and lengthening effect both in one mascara. I love it. So yes, after this I also popped some lashes, artificial falsies. That day I didn't apply some falsies and all, I just left it with mascara, but today for the look purpose I did this. And also that day I did not apply any glitter. So this is how my dress looks and my makeup looks in natural lighting, yes. And yeah, I'm just showing off my dress here. So yes, with that the look is complete, and I hope you all like the video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and also make sure to spritz your face with a good long lasting makeup setting spray. I used the one from MAC that day. I totally forgot today. So yes, I will see you all in my next one. Bye.